What's up guys, it's Patrick here with Lost Inferno Games, and today we're talking about game development courses, free versus paid. Which one should you get into? I don't know what's right for you, but I will tell you what I figured out doing both. So when I started my game development journey on producing a prototype for my game Lost Fox, you can learn more about that with a link in the description. If you want to watch more videos about development, as I learn it myself, please like the video and subscribe. Now, what's interesting about free is obviously it's, well, not just interesting, it's amazing. It's free. You just go on YouTube, type in a tutorial. Do you want to move your 2D character or your 3D character? 2D movement script, 3D movement. There might be an asset that's free that lets you do it automatically and set the camera up. So that's fun. However, once you start doing that, I realized once I was going down these tutorials and all these like rabbit holes of figuring out how to make my player move, and then I was like, well, now I know how to make it move. How do I animate it? That was my first roadblock when it comes to free, just learning for free on YouTube. One creator had a great 2D movement script on YouTube. Another creator had a great animation script, and he really used the animation console, whatever. Anyways, it was good, and I was learning a lot, but it just didn't work. It didn't go together, and I think it's because my Unity version was so different. So anyway, so I kind of got discouraged and like bummed out. I was like, oh man, like I gotta really worry about what my script name is, and if you're into coding, you need to know you need to know all your variable names. You need to know your script names and everything to make sure everything works right. So it was just confusing me. I'm brand new to game development, and maybe that's just my call to get good and be better, and then just put more time into the free courses. I'll get a lot of value out of it. But now, to this day, like if I try and run that game that I had a menu. I'll pull it up on the screen. I had a UI, a simple UI just to press play. I didn't have an exit button yet. The menu worked, and then my game level worked too. However, now because I'm using a different Unity editor, it's completely broken. And maybe I should know that. Maybe I should just know don't run different Unity editors for different projects. I thought my simple 2D player scripts and 2D animation things wouldn't break between versions, and that's probably my ignorance, but I just thought those are simple things. I didn't realize updates to Unity editors made big changes on how you identify or locate or use certain scripts. Anyway, so that was that really hit me too, just for videos, showing me my first prototype. It was like, oh my gosh. So that kind of leads me into the paid courses, pros and cons of that. And the pros are, of course, they'll tell you the Unity version they're teaching you in. If it's a good course, they'll update it over different versions, or at a great course. Most courses I think online have those private Discord servers where all the course attendees or the people that enrolled in the course are in there, and they'll help each other learn code and fix and do fixes and stuff, which is really great. I'd recommend you find a course that has that, because I've used it and it's been useful. But I use the Thomas Brush game development course. It's a little bit more than just game development. It also costs more than most game development courses. It teaches you marketing and all that stuff. And I figured I want to launch my game, so I need to learn about the marketing stuff. Anyways, so he's already launched a few games. He's pretty successful. So if I'm going to pick my instructor, it's going to be him. So I found that was interesting. And one of the pros is you get more of a network, a more qualified network, if that makes sense, or a more quality network of people that are paid in the Discord. And of course, there are moderators that are probably paid in there as well. So you just have a higher level of support and a higher level, of community involvement in your game because you paid to be there. Obviously, that's not always the case with every course, and that might not be true next week. Maybe everyone doesn't like my game and doesn't help me. That's you can't rely on a support system from a course, but that just seems to be one of the big pros. And you get to network with people that are actually launching games, and they're helpful and they're willing to answer questions because they've all gone through the same thing you have. It's kind of like going to the same college. If you find out someone else went to the same college, you're willing to, find out what their major was. You're willing to find out what their, what's their job and stuff. So there's that network effect of this paid course that's nice. Whereas I've been to free game development groups on Facebook, which I know sacrilege, and free Discord groups, and it's not. I mean, it's helpful, but it seems like if you don't explain yourself right, which I won't. I'm a beginner. They kind of don't want to dig into it because they're like, you're missing information. We're not really sure. You should probably learn more before you ask a question. Is what I got from free groups, and that just might be I rub people the wrong way. That could be it. But of course, the main cons for a paid course is it costs money. The other con could be you got conned. Like maybe this course creator doesn't know what they're talking about, or maybe they have no idea or anything like that. So that's kind of like the big cons, is that you could be conned out of money depending on the course that you pick and how much money you spend. And then it might be the same quality you find on a YouTube tutorial. That's a possibility. But I just haven't found a playlist of YouTube videos that actually goes from A to Z of like starting and launching a game, or at least uploading it to Steam. I just haven't found that playlist, and maybe I'm just ignorant on that. I just rather pay someone to show me how to go step by step, keep the same Unity version, and update it along the way so it works with other Unity editors. So I just think that's just kind of my perspective on it. Brand new. I mean, looking at free YouTube tutorials, not to belabor the point, is I don't know who's a good coder or who's a bad coder. I don't know who's a good teacher or a bad teacher. I don't know if they're doing movement in a way that their movement doesn't work with a feature I have for an idea of my game. I can ask that question to a course creator or course support person and get an answer that quickly. Someone on YouTube, they have a lot of subscribers, and the chances of you getting a response from the creator or from somebody who's qualified to actually give you a response instead of a random commenter that may or may not be qualified to help you, you'll just never know. So I like knowing that I can get help with specific areas of game development being so new. But I'd love to hear what you think. Do you think that's dumb? Do you think why would you pay for a course to learn game development, marketing? You can just post to social media like everybody else. I mean, why do you need help with marketing? Those are all valid questions. I wonder how you guys think of that below. I don't see too many videos about paid courses versus learning for free. If there are some, shoot them my way. I'm happy to watch them, figure out what other people's perspectives are. I thank you for watching this video, and if you want to learn more about my game, you can check it out in the link below at lostandferno.com. I appreciate your time. I'll see you guys in the next one.